Okay, we've got Zigma playing Zawan in the green versus Maps playing Twins in the pink. This is Peerless. This is the Fog of War map for TYM June. We didn't do a whole lot of Fog of War replays in the past couple months. There was some issues with a couple of maps as far as watching replays goes. And I think Fog of War's just been more of like a niche thing anyway. But there's like a decent amount of people playing it this month. So we're gonna do a couple of replays.
I mean, Fog of War just plays differently. Also, the replays tend to be longer for like the same amount of time in game, I guess.
Yeah, that is true. I feel like we should try and do something like getting one Fog of War map every Friday or something, like it's just on the YouTube channel. Maybe that'll be the plan from going forwards, like just have like a little bonus replay people can watch. Oh, but anyway.
Ambush.
Yep,
It's a trap.
And interestingly, I think we're not going to be able to get that village on the top left. Whereas Map's able to get the one on the bottom right ahead of Zigma.
Yeah, it looks like, well...
I'm assuming, oh, what happened was Sword must have skipped capturing that village down in the south and then just gone... Right, so you get to see like a little interesting tempo play there.
Yeah. Although, Sigma is still gonna get the corner, so... The main difference is gonna be the villages that are like also in the corner, but a little closer to the center. Because Maps stole that one. Well, he has both of them, really.
A couple differences here between the two players. Map's going for a lot more dogs, actually. Makes sense, you want that extra vision. Gonna see some aggression on the sword. He is aware that the enemy commander can contest that, though. Like, he does see that. So I'm not entirely sure about this sword attacking on the left-hand side. It's gonna be commander fodder.
Yeah, not great. Let's see. The twins still didn't heal, so that one's gonna have a few. Like, that one already hit something this turn, basically.
Yeah, that's actually a bit worrying. And ooh, this knight doesn't really protect the dog very well. Like, there's no counter knight crit threat on it, so Matt's making I almost want to say like a small misplay there, because yeah, like this knight just doesn't cover. I think if like the positioning had been slightly different, then that would actually be a lot better safety wise, but
Maybe they're just assuming that Zawan will go for the village behind, but looks like no. And Zawan in the forest, you're not gonna slodge that very easily.
and ooh, nice dog on the mountain. Actually, Zigma are doing really well with this vision. Pulling back a little bit over on the left hand side. Makes sense. You see the enemy commander coming. They're on full health now, so.
I will say Marco has more units prepared to fight off the enemy commander compared to Zigma right now.
Yeah, and they actually, because Zigma hasn't been capturing these villages in the bottom right, Marco's doing really well on just having more economy. And ooh, actually does get the knight crit, so Zawan does move into the one place where the knight can crit.
Alright, just as planned then, although... I guess the Zawan didn't capture that village back behind him, so he's actually... I mean... There's no place to heal here.
Yeah.
Like, the downside of hitting commanders usually is that they heal for like super cheap, but here it's... I mean... There is some nice follow-up to protect Zawan. And I'm gonna heal on the top village actually, so not a problem.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, not healing, just maybe Sigma was. I guess this is a scouting group from Zawan, huh?
Yeah, just like a nice little defensive wall in the bottom, and yeah, it uses one vine to scout.
You don't see those often.
Oh, yeah, this village is going to be very annoying. Oh, actually,
Now
that's...
realizing the village is not captured. I mean,
Yeah, it is contested, but... Oh,
it's
actually,
pretty late.
because the sword didn't scout it, like another sword can't follow up and decap. So, it's going to take a bit longer to capture that village. Just a tier 1 groove here, so you know this mage can just go up and hit the vine. That's fine. There's Sigma doing. They're doing okay. I mean, they're gonna slowly capture a bunch of this stuff. I'm gonna see the dog. Oh yeah, mage crit follow up. So yeah, Sigma's starting to flip the villages in the south side.
I mean, I have my doubts about this way to use the Zawan in Fog, but it seems to be working pretty well so far.
Yeah, like they're getting a lot out of it, and the scouting with the vine actually allowed for like a whole bunch of combat there, which favored Sigma. And yeah, this one vine down here is going to be... Oh, actually, that's not where I would have thought the vine would go, but I guess it's still like an annoying position for it to be in. I would have thought it would like wall to protect the dog, but...
Map's playing very aggressively, actually, into the vines, and you know there was an archer there too, so this is pretty risky. But maybe they're confident that Sigma's army is elsewhere, or just there isn't that much army on the side of Sigma.
Oh, taking a little bit damage on the knight there, but that's fine. The unit's behind to back this up. And this sword has been 1 health pretty much the entire game. Finally gets the heal.
Good. Like, it's a bad habit to heal your units too soon.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, because like, you know, you can potentially suicide that, or you can use it for scouting. I guess, yeah, low health units are like super useful in Fog because they just give the ability to like wall safely in places where you wouldn't otherwise, or like scout information. Like having something that you can just like throw forwards is quite nice.
Oh, fire here.
Ooh, they were actually pretty close to tier 2, but just throws fire on
Twins
themselves?
hitting themselves.
Okay,
Oops.
fine, gonna...
Oh, tried to walk into that tile, I guess. A very aggressive dog movement.
Now, are twins dead? That is the question. Dog crit to open? Oh, that's not good.
They are in a forest.
Oh,
so...
they're just super dead though. Full health commander. Okay. I think, yeah, they just got a bit too over aggressive. Oh, wait, there's nothing to follow this up.
There you go. Perfectly safe. Entirely calculated through the fog vision.
That is, not a move I would ever make in a million years, but...
It worked.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the question is, do they have somewhere to heal? They have the village above them, but... Ooh, Zawan has Groove again. Okay, nice
Ooh.
hex.
Yeah, you can like try to chase the twins and surround them with Wargroove now. Maybe.
Yeah, although actually Maps knows how much military there is in the north, so... Yeah, there's just not really enough to Trying to kill twins here.
I mean, this is like a situation where you could make a bunch of plays if you had like vision, but I'm not sure how reasonable it is to keep fighting here without all that information. That looks like alright, gonna try to stay safe. The fire will not like damage the army again. It's slow enough that it'll die before ticking, I guess.
Ooh, Sigma just loses that dog. Sigma has a lot of dogs right now, and Maps just has a lot of army that kills the dogs, so... You've got this great information, but you're gonna just die anyway.
Dogs are great at combat, except when you hit them first. Then, like, they're suddenly not so great at combat.
Yeah, and actually, just like there's so many units that dogs are just not good at fighting over here. So even if they get initiative,
it's also a bunch of units that deal pretty good damage to vines. Now that I think of it.
Okay. Yeah, some good hits here. Mage could actually finish off here.
Yeah, but it's a bit risky to go for that.
Okay, we're just gonna see a mage heal go in. I guess they want to keep that knight ahead, alive so it can wall. And yeah, Sigma's just at the point where they're just forced to fight with Commander because, yeah, if they don't, then they'll just kind of die. But I like this army up in the north side. I like the golem with the archer behind it. A really good combination.
Yeah, although it might be a little harder to keep them both safe in Fog of War because you don't know like when the dragon suddenly like comes around and destroys your wall, I guess. But it's also harder to plan an attack to break a wall because you might not have all the information you need. Although I would say it still favors the attacker in that situation. As long as you have enough units, of course.
Nice little mage heal there, and Sigma's putting on some good pressure in the south. Right up against the enemy production, so... Oh wow, there's just a ton of mage heals this turn.
Yeah, good mage heals in the south, actually. Still... This has been quite the brawl, I have to say.
Yeah, neither player really making too much ground. Especially with that golem, that's going to be really tough to break.
Oh, the army from Sigma South is actually progressing quite a bit.
Yeah, but it might die fairly soon. Ooh, big hex.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't die, it's fine, right?
Yeah, actually, I guess Map's now in a position where they can make quite a bit of progress. Actually going to go for the attack onto the golem. That's going to put it... Oh, just into crit range? Oh, no.
Wow, that's the
There's a lot of
classic golem movement.
Yeah. Honestly, would have been better off attacking before the hex in this case. And here's the question. Can Sigma get the kill? There is an archer nearby. Oh, there is a mage heal just in range. Uh-oh.
It does mean that the golem didn't heal this turn, so you can kill it maybe?
Oh yeah, that's
but,
dead. That twins. The archer I think was just outside the vision, so I don't think Zawan kills here. No, but archer will get the kill.
The archer!
Alright, we're seeing a little bit of stat padding here as well.
Now Sigma doesn't see the archer and they're like, oh, I'm safe, right? No. Unfortunately. The sneaky archer.
well played. Sigma gonna take it. Actually, a really good game overall. It was pretty close on both sides. Like, both of them had plays. Both of them were doing quite well. I think Maps had the opportunity to just drop fire instead of attacking the golem, and that probably would have worked out better. Just go for like a bit more army damage, but not to be, I'm afraid. Yeah, Zigma just gonna take it.
Yeah, could have gone either way.
Yeah, it's nice to see close games in Fog as well. We've definitely seen a bunch of one-sided ones over the rest of this year, so people getting a bit better at Fog, I imagine, and I think that this is actually quite a good map as well. This is my first time seeing this map.
Yep.